Hey guys, this is Greg with Fit for Expedition, and today I wanted to talk about some of the lightweight fitness equipment that I carry with me. I also carry a kettlebell that weighs 25 pounds, but here's some of the lightweight stuff that I carry with me, and that you could, I know I'm in a box truck, I'm not in a van, minivan, whatever, but that doesn't take much space, and as long as you're prioritizing your fitness and your health, which is important, you should be able to fit it no problem in your vehicle. Hey guys, thanks for joining me on the channel today. If you have not subscribed, let me tell you, there's a lot of people who watch this channel and they don't subscribe. Most of the people that watch are not subscribers. I think that's where YouTube sends the videos out to, is non-subscribers. But if you are here, you've been here before and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and also hit that little bell, the notification bell, because that will help you to know when I have a new video, which is generally every Monday and Friday of every week. Once in a while I'll miss a day. Once in a while I'll add a bonus video on a Wednesday, and I do some live streams here and there too. We're gonna add a little bit more fitness to the channel because it is, after all, Fit for Expedition. The reality is that was the intention of the channel in the first place, and so we're gonna try to stay true to that intention and fulfill that need. And I think it's good for everybody to stay fit and stay healthy. If it's not for them, but maybe it's for their friends, their loved ones, their family members. Let's all be there for one another. It's going to be 100 degrees, or really close to 100 degrees. I think 97, 98 outside today. I'm plugged in, luckily, so I actually have some air conditioning, but it's still going to be in the low 80s inside the truck. This is the air conditioner that I'm running. This frigid air vented out the window there. I can't actually run that air conditioning on my generator because my generator, I bought it on a pin, it's up in Kingman, Arizona. I had to have something at the time, so I bought a 1400 watt generator, Predator generator, because we just needed something to get by. Probably should have bought the 2500 watt, and I think it would actually run this AC. So I wanted to show you some of the equipment that I carry with me in the box truck. I always have it with me in the box truck. Well, not always, because sometimes I have it in my home gym. I just, transfer it back and forth. So I'm going to sacrifice, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to turn it off just long enough to do this video. I do have this fan going, and I think I'm going to leave that going. These fans, they're about 75 bucks on Amazon. Really good purchase. It's sturdy. It's been hanging in there, except for that. I've noticed that that's coming down. It's kind of like, I think the adhesive has heated up and come off, but otherwise the fan was really strong, so even when it's really hot at night, it blows down on the bed here, and it works pretty well. Oh, and looky there, this is gym equipment, so fitness equipment. I have these right here, and I know some of you are going to try to make jokes about them, but those work really well, and I'll show you what I do with those, what you do with those, why they're great. I'll take this green one. So you can do two things. We can do many things with this, but two of the things you can do with it are, you can work on your forearm grip. It's really good for strengthening your forearm grip. And by the way, I do have a video on the channel about this, but for everyone who doesn't know this, your grip actually has a lot to do with how long you're going to live in longevity of life, and your health, and your healthy longevity of life. People with stronger grip live longer. It's a fact. It's based on a lot of science. It's based on a lot of studies. So whenever you can work on your grip, I suggest you do it. What else is this good for? This is what I really like doing with it. It's great for working your chest. So you're doing a fly movement, but you're not having to have cables or dumbbells or a pec deck machine or something like that. And this thing only weighs maybe a pound, not really sure, maybe 2 pounds, could be 2 pounds. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, and they vary in strength and how difficult they are to move by the color. And if you buy a set of these, you'll see that you'll get a little card or a little brochure kind of thing with it, and it'll tell you which ones are the strongest and which ones are the weakest. And so since we're on the subject of forearms strength, here's something else that I use this a lot. In fact, I have a set at home, a set in the truck, and I even have one in my pickup truck that I drive sometimes because I can do this while I'm driving. So you got this ring right here, and you squeeze it, and that'll actually work your forearm. Okay, that's one. And then here's the other. It's kind of a two-part thing. So that you're contracting the hand and contracting the forearm muscle. And this is kind of an eccentric movement. So this is the opposite movement. And you got this, and it says 6.6 pounds of pressure. And it's basically just this. You're extending your fingertips. And so you're working the other part of your forearm. Something else that I carry with me are these fitness bands that I call therabands, because I first started using these years ago when I was in physical therapy for an injury. So what they are is these elastic bands. I think they're silicone. This is a black one, so this is a strong one. My back up here so you can see. If I do this, is called the pull apart. This is really good for your shoulders. It's a great warm up if you're working out in the gym. It's also a good exercise if you don't have a gym available. You know, you're out camping, you're self camping in town, in a small town. Maybe they don't have a Planet Fitness. You have a Planet Fitness membership, which I would recommend. I definitely recommend carrying a Planet Fitness membership, a black card, because then you can use gyms everywhere. And it's great for a shower too. But I have a shower in the box truck, so I rarely use it for a shower. Maybe 1 out of every 4 or 5 times I go there. But it's a great, otherwise I'll just take a shower here or do a sponge bath in the truck. It's a great thing to have because you can stay fit. You'll meet people sometimes, so that's kind of cool too. They got lots of cardio equipment, so when it's hot like it is right now here in Tucson, it's almost 100 degrees outside. I don't want to be walking at 100 degrees, but I can hit a treadmill at Planet Fitness. So that black card, that's another lightweight piece of fitness equipment that you can carry with you. One more thing that I carry with me for forearm and grip strength is this. You may have seen one of these before. Basically, you put your hand in here, and I have big hands, so it's a little harder for me to get into this thing, but so here you are, and you're exercising like that. You're contracting the muscle in your forearm. It's a real good workout. It really is. I do this on my days that I work forearms, which is about 3 days out of 12, and I will use now I'm on a 12-day cycle, training cycle, training plan, whatever you want to call it, where I'm doing kind of push one day, pull the next day, push like chest, delts, that kind of thing, triceps. But actually I don't do that. I do arms all together, and it's just kind of intermittent through the workout whenever I feel like they're not sore and they could use some training. So I'll do push one day, I'll do the pull, so we're doing back, we're doing traps, we're doing low back, that kind of thing, so we're doing extensions and maybe some deadlifts or low rack pin deadlifts. So those are 2 days right there. So you got push, you got pull, you got core days, just kind of alternate through that, and leg days, of course. Do leg days, 3 of those every 12 days. So you're alternating through the cycle every 12 days, going through basically the cycle 3 times every 12 days. So I'm working every body part pretty much every 4 days, except for arms. Like I said, the arms I'm actually working more often, and if they need more work, I'll give them more work, So that's kind of I kind of throw that in there. That's called instinctive training. So that's how I do my arms. It's also how I do my low back, because I'll use my back extension machine, because I actually am lucky enough that I have a Matrix back extension machine in my home gym, commercial one, and I will do that, and I'll do, like I said, the low pin deadlifts. So here's some more of the bands, which I call therabands. They're also called strength bands, tension bands, whatever, that I carry with me. This is all very lightweight equipment that you can carry with you too. And all of that equipment will fit in 2 bags like this. You know, just regular Dollar Tree, grocery store, whatever, shopping bags. You can fit all the equipment in there that way. I typically keep it in my gym bag because I'm going to be going to the gym occasionally, so I carry a gym bag. Always keep a towel. Wait, I have a pretty cool towel. And I want to thank Marshall Melonomatic Adventures who tipped me off on this. I bought a couple of them. It's basically like a chamois, all right? And it works great. You know, you dry yourself off at the gym and bring a Ziploc or one of these, again, one of these bags, and you can put that into that when you're done taking a shower and drying off, and so it doesn't get everything wet in your bag. And I think that's about it today, although I wanted to throw this into the video. The other day we had a rattlesnake. Well, that's a lie. We actually had 2 rattlesnakes in our driveway, and one of them was under my 61 Falcon wagon, and one of them slithered up into a radial arm saw that I have covered in my driveway. Well, it's kind of a secure area of the driveway, and it coiled up in there, and that's kind of scary because you're taking the cover off something and it could bite. It could just lunge at you when you're taking the cover off. Well, anyway, I called the fire department because I know the fire department will come and do it, and they'll do it for nothing. And I don't see any reason to risk, my health, me getting sick, me getting injured, me dying to get a rattlesnake when you can just call the fire department and they will come and pick them up. They use tongs and they pick them up and they go release them somewhere out in the desert. Well, this time he had to do 2 for 1. So this video I'm going to show you, there's actually already a rattlesnake in the bucket, and he's putting another one in there with it. Okay, there we go.
Hope they like each other.
I think they're buddies, so, Hey, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up if you liked my video. Also, I'm going to cut this one short because it's pretty warm out here, and I need to get the air kick back on. Almost need 2 of those, which means I probably need like a 4,000 watt generator to run the 2 of them. Not out of the question, might be doing that in the future. Also, I'm going to be looking for a new refrigerator here because my refrigerator is not operating. I have this refrigerator. It's a dual zone. Can't even remember the name. I've had it for about a year and a half. Let's see if there's a name in here somewhere. It's got like a blue light, so it's hard to see, even though it looks like it's pink. I think that's the light from the camera mixing with the blue light. Anyway, and there's lots of, healthy, refreshing cores. But it's not staying cold because I have this set for 0 on one side, 0 on the other side. It's 55 and 66. It's on high, it's on max power. 55, it's doable. Beer, 55 degrees. It's okay, it's not too bad. But how much food can you really store at 55 degrees and expect it to last more than a couple of days? You can't do that. So I'm gonna be looking for a new refrigerator. Hopefully I can find somebody to sponsor a video and send me a refrigerator. If you're watching this and you are a company that manufactures RV refrigerators, 12 volt, it could be 12 volt 110, doesn't matter, because my power stations, they convert everything. So I have 12 volt plugs and I have 110 plugs. So either way, 110, 120, whatever you want to call it. This has been Greg with Fit for Expedition. We're going to sign off here, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe.